Okay, looks like we're live here. Welcome everyone. Looks like we're live now. It's Wednesday. I'm sorry, it's Saturday again. Saturday, July 26th. This is the Saturday morning question and answer Empower Network Team Certainty Google Hangout period for all our prospective new members and current members as well. As everyone knows, I say this every time we do these Hangouts. We do these Hangouts twice a week. Wednesday nights from 8 to 9 p.m. Central Time, and then also this time period from 11 to 11:30 a.m. Central Time. And this morning session, Saturday morning sessions are very lax. So I got my workout clothes and stuff on. And where we answer questions from the prospective new members and our current members as well that get sent into support, and then they send them to us, the good questions that we believe relevant for everyone to know about. Today I have with me Mr. Iron Dane Richards. How are you doing today, sir?
Doing great, sir. How you doing?
Good. Glad to have you. I think Mr. Gary Smith is out and about. He should join us, and I'm not sure who else is going to, pop in for the period here, but we'll see. Got a couple real good questions, and we'll get right to it. Well, first of all, I want to thank and welcome you viewers that are watching now live or on replay. If you're watching this on our one of our YouTube channels or broadcast pages, or actually possibly even listening to this live on one of the radio broadcast stations we broadcast over the internet, thank you for taking away the time today to spend with us, and hopefully we'll give you half an hour of good content. Got some really good questions, some funny ones too. So. We'll get to those in just a minute. Mr. Iron Dane Richards, current events, anything you want to chat about as we allow people to kind of, get settled?
Filter in. Well, it's just kind of the world in between the bombings in Jerusalem and those poor people. I saw an update from, they said they could actually at nighttime see the rockets and the explosions from the International Space Station. And the one astronaut said it's the saddest thing that he's ever had to experience. He's up there watching that. So, and hopefully things will calm down for everybody in Ukraine, all my friends over there. I'm just hoping that you and the Russians, you can come to an agreement and everybody can kind of get along over there in that sector, and maybe we can keep out of our normal behavior with our government, and everybody will win. So,
I'm actually getting, I'm into these alternate health type stuff and everything. I mean, I'm very open and receptive to that type of stuff, and I'll make my own judgment calls on good, bad, or indifferent, especially if it's good for me or not. And I'm actually looking at this one area, and we'll talk about it after the hangout here. But it's hemp oil. I mean, I heard some guy sent me this video. Anyway, the point I'm bringing up is that we just watched this video, and this guy was actually pretty good, and he's over in Croatia. I think his last name was Simpson, but he's kind of interesting. He's pretty animated character, I guess is a good way of saying it. He's certainly been around the block before, and and he was commenting on all this activity that's going on over there, and he goes, "You would think." They say we're a civilized country or civilized population, of humans, but you would think we would learn over the years that, look, man, war just doesn't solve anything. I mean, it doesn't. It doesn't matter what you're fighting for or not. War just doesn't solve anything. You'd think we would learn by now, but I got there's certain areas of the world that that's just part of life, unfortunately that's just the way it is. I feel sorry for those people living in that kind of environment, because I wouldn't put up with it. I don't care what my religion is. I don't care where my family came from or what kind of ties I have. You got to think about your family first, and just get the hell out of there. Go somewhere where it's safe and live a happy life. Just because you were born and raised, right there doesn't mean you need to stay there. If it's not healthy for you, just wind up dying. Anyway, it's kind of sad, but prayers and go out for them, and hopefully things will get better, and people will come to their senses. We'll see. But Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. And maybe Gary will pop on here in a minute, but I'm going to let you ask me the first question, and then just pick any one you want on the board. They're up there on the board. You can see them. So go ahead.
Yeah, I think this one's probably one that's a good one right now because it applies to everything going on in our country and around the world. But this one for you is: the economy is killing all businesses. How can you expect to make a good money with Empower Network and the other internet marketing businesses when no one's spending money right now?
All right, yeah, that's a good question, actually. And I get something similar to like that, sent to me periodically, and has been for years from the support staff. But and I don't know why they think I'm the best to answer that, but I really like that question, and and it has to do with mindset, and if you believe, the sky is purple, and you look up and all you can see is, is a purplish sky, then that's all you're gonna believe is that, it's a purple sky. You're not gonna understand that in the morning it's yellow or blue, and just because a storm came, it turned purple. But eventually it goes away, and behind that purple cloud, is a blue sky. And I think people's mindset nowadays is, you have to have the abundance, live in abundance, and have that mindset, and there's a couple good analogies I like using, with people, and always saying that, technology is advancing so fast that it's impossible for us to utilize and use all the resources we have available to us right now. That includes wealth, land, air. Technology is proving so fast right now, and so many new things, that there's an overabundance of money, of wealth, and everything else on the planet right now. I think they said that in 1910 here in the United States, this is a great little story, that the American Indians used to sell land to settlers, and they would laugh when the settlers would pay for the land, because they would strip all the food off of it, all the game and any kind of plant food that was on there. The Indians would strip it all off and laugh and sell it to settlers, for pennies, and the settlers were glad to pay for it because they could farm it and raise domesticated animals and everything else. They didn't understand that an acre of land, the way it's progressed now is that this is through technology, that we have advanced from I think it's from 1980 to the year 2000. We advanced because of technology, and they say it's even worse or even much greater now because of computers. Into the mainstream. But an acre of land, we used to produce like 100 bushels of wheat in 1 acre of land, and now we produce like 1,000 or some crazy number on that same acre. Just because of how technology has increased, and what we've done. But I always believe I come from a mindset of abundance, and it's not easy. You have to think about it, and you have to focus on it and understand that there's just unlimited wealth out there. You look out there, how many people are eating at restaurants? How many people are buying gas? How many people are buying toothpaste? And I love that saying. I can't remember who said it, but the world's buying toothpaste right now. Why aren't they buying it from you? So it's the same thing about Empower Network products. Empower Network products have a huge demand, an unlimited demand. Because people are always coming into, wanting to make money on the internet. How can I make money? How can I generate more sales for my, businesses or whatever it is? And Empower Network products, that's what Empower Network products do. So anyway, when this viewer that said, no one's spending money, it's not the right mindset. You need to get the inner circle and Empower Network product inner circle and read it. And by the way, that's what the buttons are for below. And all you can spend today is $25. But anyway, I want to move on, and if you have any comments on this question too, Mr. Iron Dane Richards, but it comes from a mindset of abundance, and understanding that there's unlimited wealth. People aren't spending money. There's an unlimited amount of money for you to go after and get, and you just have to understand how to channel that right and think it right. But that is the truth, and you just have to be able to see it. So it's a good question. We may expand on that on Wednesday, but because I could spend 4 hours talking about that one topic. It's a good topic. It's really good, but I got 1,000 stories about that topic, and they're really, really good analogies, about economy and technology and the era that we're living in right now, the computer era that we're living in. That if you put yourself in a mindset, and do the things that are proper that you can do for yourself, you will immediately move into an era of abundance, and stay in it, and that will be abundance of money, wealth, love, friendship, travel, whatever you desire, but you have to understand how to get there and how to stay there. So maybe that's something we'll explain on this coming Wednesday. But let me move on. Do you have any comments on that question at all?
Oh, I think you're absolutely right. Is because if you have a mindset of lack, and every time you look at there's not enough money to go around, if you keep on thinking like that, you're right.
Right.
You will not have enough money to go around. If you say is what, I'm open to every opportunity to come to me today. And I make my daily bread, and guess what? Everything's good. It may take a while for you to convince yourself of it, but once you do, you'll see your whole life turned around. I mean, it's.
I think we will get that question for Wednesday, because there's a lot of I won't say tricks, but there's a lot of ways you can and words you can use and some things you can do to get into that state of abundance and understand it. I mean, it's one thing to say, hey, there's a lot of money out there. It's a whole other thing to say, look, this verifies that there's not only a whole lot of money, but people want to spend it, and people can buy it and spend it for me. And it's a matter of me getting into the right position and mindset, especially. But okay, well, let's move on, and we'll get back to that question maybe before the end of the deal. Here's a question for you, Mr. Iron Dane Richards. This is a good one. Any news on the Orlando, the next Empower Network event in Orlando?
You know what? We really haven't gotten anything, a firm update on anything more than what we had on Wednesday night. But folks, I think they're of course they've got some new thing that they're going to have for us. And, we're kind of excited about it. We're once again hoping that it may bring in that one thing that we haven't brought up again. And I'll ask.
There's questions up here on the board. We'll get there.
Yeah, I was going to say. So, but no, we really haven't gotten, they always kind of like to put a little mystery and a little hype and a little, what should I say, that mystery, that little excitement to it to, hey, we got something coming up. And they do. That's one thing. They really always do have something fairly good coming up at their events. And I'm looking forward to going to Orlando. I mean, it's going to be their last one of the year. And, it's always fun in Orlando. So, you folks, if you're going to go there, you can take your family, too. Send them off for the day over to Disney World or Epcot or, 1,001 different things down there to do. So, I mean, it's not like the family will get bored while you're over here, and then you can always sneak off at night. So, it's a win-win situation the way I look at that. But
we're about 2.5 months away from it, and there's going to be some news coming up. So, it's interesting. Some viewers are eager to learn more about about it already. So, we're going to be there, and a good portion of the team's going to be there, and we plan on doing some special things there for the team, as we always do. So, in our jerseys and our team shirt New Jersey. So it should be fun. But just for the viewers' knowledge and the other viewers as well listening in, we will have updates as soon as we know, and we'll let you know there. So, okay, ask away.
Oh, okay. Oh, this one's a good one, and later on I'll segue into the other one. But here's a question almost that everybody asks, but this one's specific, so I think this is a good one for you. Can Empower Network products help me with my new golf business?
Oh, okay. Well, the answer is yes. Absolutely. And that's interesting. Golf. I mean, the Empower Network products are designed for any business. To help you with any business, whether it's golf or shoes or catering or babysitting or mergers and acquisitions or restaurants, franchises, new startups, crowdfunding, whatever. Because it's about marketing, positioning, and as you get higher up into the Empower Network products, mindset obviously with the inner circle, but as you move up higher into the Empower Network products like the Masters and some of the the 15K formula, it's the nuts and bolts of how to market and generate sales and maintain sales and grow and scale. That's what the Masters is for. So yes, absolutely. It'll help you with your golf business. I can cite examples of the solo ads strictly for golf enthusiasts. Where to advertise and e-signs and a few other special targeting areas. Including direct or mail that I like. I love that product. I think it's unbelievably effective. And strictly for golf enthusiasts. Infofree.com. Oops, I'm not supposed to say that. That's part of the deal. Inside secrets. They actually have a real good deal going on. And right now, I think last time I was on, I'm online with them almost every day because they help my business quite a bit. So the answer to the question is sure, absolutely can, but it does not be whether it's a golf business or lawn maintenance or mergers and acquisitions. It doesn't matter. The Power Network products, that's what they do. They're designed specifically, how to make money in the 21st century using the resources and what's available to us now, primarily on the internet and, other places now in the 21st century, and what's working. And that's what's most important. What I like about it is that they don't talk about something that used to work 2 or 3 years ago. In fact, they'll take it out and replace it with the new techniques that are currently working. SMS text messaging. If it's done properly, permission based, then it's very effective. So, and sometimes the certain aspects or certain marketing or ways to generate sales, which is obviously the big area, of all the Power Network products, are geared specifically to industries like real estate or, personal training, personal consulting, something like that. So, but you'll have to buy the products to see that, and obviously making money with your Power Network products, selling them, which is what we do, as well as, some of the other stuff. But in answer to the viewer's question, yes, we'll help you with your golf business. Simple yes or no answer, right? Too easy. Too easy. Can't do that. Okay, here we go. Let me get you a question here, and gosh, it's already blowing through time pretty quick here. All right, here's a good question for you. Mr. Gary Smith had said something about seminar training. Have you guys added a seminar schedule yet? Any news on the Orlando event? I don't know if that's 2 questions or not.
Yeah, know what? Yeah, we haven't got it ironed out yet, folks. But as soon as we do, we'll let you know whether we're going to do something maybe the weekend before or weekend after, because we can't overlap the Empower Network event. That would be, we don't want to invade on their territory or cross any rules that they have regarding to certain types of promotions. So, but we'll probably be there early, and I'm planning on going for 2 weeks, 1 before and 1 after. So, yeah, there probably are, and we are getting things put together for different opportunities within it, and we're going to kind of keep that keep you in suspense until we fully determine what we're going to do for you, what the event's really going to bring. So. You can always, get yourself on the email list, send a request to support there. sign up down to the buttons is the sure way to join today and the sure way to get on the newsletter list. But anyway, I think that's probably what I can only tell you right now. But yeah, we are planning some things for this event that they're going to help everybody on our team. So
yeah, and you know, you're spot on in regards to doing it before or after, and obviously we're going to be heavily participating in the Empower Network event. You know, so we're there for the event. It should be a really good one and a lot of fun, and you know, hopefully the iPass, which is the next question I'm going to ask here about iPass, will be in place by then, and you know, this is the last event for the year, and it's a company-wide. So it'll be a lot of fun, and one of the things I can let a little bit of the, you know, the viewers know that one of the things we will be discussing there in Orlando with Team Certainty is, you know, the trips for 2015. You know, where we're going to be visiting, what countries are we going to be visiting, and which is going to be the first trip. And we're going to start the process in Orlando because. You'll find out when we get to Atlanta, but you know, we're gonna be taking the first trip to one of the new countries in the first quarter, the end of the first quarter of 2015. We got to coordinate a few things because of the Empower Network events, and they're not going to be doing regional events anymore. You know, so there's only going to be 2, maybe 3 events in 2015, is what I've been told. You know, but that's domestically here in the States. So. They do plan on doing some stuff internationally next year, which is good. So anyway, but you know, yeah, we've got a lot planned for the Orlando event. So you know, make your plans to get there, family. It's a great family event. You know, stuff to do there. You know, in Orlando. You know, there, and sure, be good weather as always in Florida. So I'm going to go ahead and ask this last question because you know we're already here at the bottom of the hour, but. The last question, actually, it's the last important one that's up here, is the one on, you know, it's again about we get numerous on a weekly basis, you know, potential members and current members asking us about this iPass 2, you know, when is it going to be able to get launched? When are they going to, you know, launch it? And, you know, the only thing I have no news. I really don't. I don't have any, you know, any news of substance that I wish I did, but you know, I'm going to, you know, let you have it straight. So I don't. I just don't have any information. The only information I have is from my last conversation with, you know, a third-party provider to the iPass system, an iPass 2 system, and he is not a provider to the iPass 1 system. He is a provider to the iPass 2 system, and the iPass 2 system, he said it could be another 30 days. Now this was back, you know. A couple weeks ago, so you know, maybe it's a couple weeks, maybe it's 30 days. You know, I have mentioned before it's gotten kind of silly. You know, but you know, Chris Jones is not a dumb guy. He's a smart guy. I have a lot of respect for him. You know, he would even admit it's a little silly, probably. But you know, it is what it is. You know, and Chris has adamantly stated that, you know, that. He doesn't want to release it until it's, you know, the way it's supposed to be, you know, all working, you know, flawlessly, you know, which, you know, I think we all know that'll never happen with anything. It doesn't matter when you launch, you just got to correct it as much as you can. You know, my gut feeling tells me it's you know, it's the compliance Gestapo idiots, you know, that are having to, you know, pull their chains and do what they need to do. You know, they've caused so much problem with Empower Network from day one. You know, and I'll go back to that big street house situation. You know, if I ran Empower Network, that'd be the first thing I'd do is fire everybody in that compliance, because that never should have happened. Ever should have happened with big street house. I mean, I don't have anything bad to say about the guy. You know, but you know, compliance should have had that wrapped up and understood what they were getting into, advised the operators and management of Empower Network what was the potential liability dealing with him, because that it's not a new topic. It wasn't hard for me to. I saw that coming. You know, I mean, he had some exposure, you know, years ago, and there's some other people that got some exposure in Empower Network too. But not ongoing. His is on. Actually, there is some with ongoing, but anyway, the compliance people should never let that happen, ever let that happen. So anyway, but back to Orlando. There are quite a bit of things we are going to. S2 to be out. It may even be announced in Orlando. I don't know, but I got a lot of confidence in Chris Jones, and I'm anxious, I'm sure, as well as he is, everybody else, to get our hands on it, and get going with it. So we'll see, but we will keep everyone updated, as we know, and find out from our side as well. So
yeah, cool.
Any closing comments? I mean, it's already the bottom of the hour, and we'll let people get on with their Saturdays wherever they are in the world. I've got some things to do for a big social event this evening, so I've got some things I need to get to. So, any closing comments there, Mr. Iron Dane Richards?
No, I just think that we're looking at just getting into this a new time, and just like you said, let's go over that and do more on mindset on Wednesday, because folks, if you change your mindset, you change your circumstances, and I'm the biggest one to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, changing your mind, because if you break that, if you're living in a house of mirrors and you shatter that glass, you don't have to look at the past, you can look at the future. And it's a fact of life. Your life will change. So, no, I'm excited about Wednesday.
So. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of I've worked really hard, over the years to I won't go as far as say master, but pretty damn close to it. Keeping a proper mindset and keeping a proper attitude and understanding the abundance side of it versus the lack of wealth and everything else. And it's not hard to get into that mode, and just say, well, why should I be doing this? Why should I be paying my bills? Nobody's paying me. Nobody's paying their bills. No one's got any money. I mean, it's very easy to fall into that syndrome, and obviously there's consequences there, but if you live in an area of abundance and understand that there really is, an unlimited amount of money out there, and I'm not talking about the money that print, like, so they print new money every day. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about there's people right now within 1 mile radius of where I'm sitting right here. There's an opportunity of about $40 million being spent right now, and I live in a big place, but, where is that money going? Why isn't that money coming to you? Why isn't a portion of that money coming to you? It doesn't have to be much, but, you need to have that mindset that money is moving out of hands, moving through hands, and you need to be part of that. And some of the things that I'll share with people on how I think and what I've learned over the years gets you into that line, where money's moving through your hands. And obviously, you're providing services, so you get to keep some of it. So anyway, we'll talk about that on Wednesday. But thank you, Mr. Iron Dane Richards, for today and the questions and stuff. And I know you got a lot of plans for today too, as well, there in your neck of the woods. And again, thank you, viewers, for spending time with us today. We do these Google Hangouts twice a week. This time period, 11 to 11:30 Saturday mornings, and then also Wednesday nights, 8 to 9 Central Time here in the United States. And we'll be back here, this coming Wednesday, and we will be talking about that topic about mindset economy and living in the abundance mindset. A lot of stuff to go over there. Well, but thank you again. Hope you enjoy your Saturday wherever you are, viewers. And if you're watching this live or on replay, thank you for spending the time, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday. The buttons below are how to sign up and get started with Empower Network and Team Certainty. All you can spend is $25 today, and your sponsor or your upline person will get with you and get you squared away on everything else. So thanks again for this Saturday, this time, and thank you, Mr. Iron Dane Richards. Appreciate it. And we'll see everybody next week, this coming week, Wednesday, 8 to 9 Central Time. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
Bye now.